Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Sean, and today I am going to be reviewing the fifth studio album from Lamb of God, Sacrament. This was a pretty big album for these guys because they were coming off of their first commercial success with Ashes of the Wake, and they had just come off the Philadelphia tour, and people were wondering, what are they going to do now? How are they going to keep the success going? And this album definitely did it. I can truthfully say that of all the Lamb albums, I own every Lamb album from I don't own Burn the Priest yet, but I have everything from Gospel up till Resolution, and I have to say that this is by far my favorite album from them. This is an 11-track album. The first single, or the second single actually, is the first song, which is called "Walk with Me in Hell." Then the second song is called "Again We Rise." The third song, which is the first single off the album, which is called "Redneck," which has become one of their trademark songs, along with "Laid to Rest." The fourth song is called "Pathetic." Number 5 is called "Foot to Throat." Number 6 is called "Descending." Number 7, which is the third single, which is called "Blacken the Cursed Sun." Number 8 is "Forgotten," "Lost Angels." Number 9 is "Requiem." Number 10 is "More Time to Kill," and number 11 is "Beating on Death's Door." There was a bonus edition of this that was released, and it contained "Laid to Rest" live, "Now You've Got Something to Die For" live, and "Omerta" live. They also released, I'm not sure if it was after the album came out or before it came out, but they released a DVD that was called "Walk with Me in Hell," and it was showcasing. It was pretty much the band just after the Philadelphia tour and the Sounds of the Underground tour had done, showcasing them in the studio, making Sacrament. It showed them doing the album. Or no, sorry, that was that was on the album too. It showcased the making of the album up until they're done and they're going on tour, and then the actual main bulk of it is them actually on tour, up until the end of the tour, obviously. I have that. It's really cool. You should definitely pick it up if you haven't already. So yeah, this album, it debuted number 8 on the Billboard 200. The first week sales, it was released August 22nd, 2006, for reference. The first week sales hit 63,000 units, and it was also named the top-selling metal album of 2006. Revolver magazine named it Album of the Year. And as of 2010, it has sold over 331,000 copies. They also did a performance of "Pathetic" on Conan O'Brien Show, February 2007. They were nominated for a Grammy, 2007 Grammys, for Best Metal Performance with "Redneck," but they lost to Slayer, "Eyes of the Insane." So yeah, my personal thoughts on this album, like I said before, I think this is my favorite album by them. My favorite songs on this album are "Redneck," "Foot to Throat," "Blacken the Cursed Sun," and "Forgotten Lost Angels." I am a fan of the singles, but I do prefer the hidden gems, I suppose, on these albums. Surprises on this album for me were, well, it's kind of hard for me to remember because I bought this album like many years ago. But I think when I bought the album but didn't really know much about them until years after. And the first time I heard "More Time to Kill" and "Beating on Death's Door," I thought they were fucking awesome tracks. I like the opening. Chris Adler does a really cool drum fill, I suppose, at the opening of Forgotten Los Angeles, which is really cool. I like that one. Requiem's cool too. They have a little bit during the end of the song where you just have the instruments playing and you can hear shit in the background, people talking, crap like that. It's kind of cool. Watching the documentary Again We Rise, they mentioned a lot about how they're taking personal issues, especially Randy taking personal issues, and he's putting them into these songs. For example, in the song Descending, it goes, "The river I'm bound to be found in, a road chosen bound for the hang." So that right there just shows you how his mindset at the time when he was making this album. He was having personal problems of all sorts, so it really did show in this album. Everyone has by this point realized that the song "Redneck" is Mark's interpretation of Randy, especially the chorus. "This is a motherfucking invitation, the only one you could ever need," etc., etc. It just kind of shows that. And there's even a line in that song that goes, "You can tell the same lie a thousand times, but it never gets any more true. So close your eyes once more and once more believe that they all still believe in you." So that again just says the same thing. His personal problems with the band at the time, and the same thing with "Walk with Me in Hell." Same notion. Now a lot of people when this album came out and they saw the song "Walk with Me in Hell," they assumed it was a very religious album, like the album Sacrament. Sacrament is a religious term, but they've said time and time again that this album has no religious references. It's not meant to be viewed that way, but people will view it any way that they wish, I suppose. So other than that, there's really not much else to say. It was produced and mixed by Machine. They did do a music video for this one, obviously. They did one for Redneck. Other than that, there's not really a heck of a lot left to say on this one. Like I said before, my favorite Lamb album. So yeah, I gave this album, well, back when I first heard it, it was by far one of my favorite. I'm gonna give this album I'm gonna say a 9.5 out of 10. It's pretty well some of the best material that they've ever done before. And if you haven't bought it, if you're a Lamb fan, you should definitely buy it. If you haven't heard it, give it a listen to. Any of these songs are definitely top-notch work, and they definitely redefined what groove and thrash metal is for the 21st century. And by no means should these guys be overlooked. Obviously, they've had issues recently with Randy's incarceration in the Czech Republic, but that's over and done with, so the band is still going strong. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Any comments or concerns, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be doing more album reviews. I'll be taking a look at Ashes. I'll be taking a look at Palaces, and I will be doing New American Gospel, and I will also do Burn the Priest once I get my hands on it. And I'll be doing all sorts of other album reviews in the future. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you later.